आपण ड्रोन क्लासमध्ये आलो काय? माझं P6 मध्ये नाही थोडेसे सगळ्यांचे नोट केले सगळ्यांना बाकी
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Yeah, we want to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this particular meeting. I can see some faces, although I can't recognize them well, but you're all most welcome.
Thank you.
Allow me send you warm greetings from our school management, administration, and staff of Kingsville Primary School. We wish to thank God for keeping you all safe. From deep inside our hearts, we wish to acknowledge the love that you show to our school. We want to congratulate all those who registered some achievements in this difficult time. We do celebrate with you. The general truth is that times were hard for everyone, young and old, rich or poor, but we thank God that we are still breathing. We thank you for taking good care of our children, because those who have reported here with us already
unmute कर.
no one ever thought. We've tried. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for joining. Those who have just joined. We wish to report to you that majority of our children in the candidate class have reported, and we are making effort to contact those who have not yet reported to find out why they have not reported. Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of my speech is going to be uploaded so that most of you can access it later. We've tried to put in place a number of SOPs, and we are trying our best to ensure that our operations are done within the parameters of both the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education and Sports, to ensure that our children and workers are all safe. We were given a after meeting all the requirements. Sorry for those who can't hear us well. Our technical team will address this. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can
Yes, we hear you very well.
Okay, thank you so much for that
Yeah, I can
clarification.
hear you.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
yes, you are clear now.
Yeah, I was trying, okay, thank you. I was trying to share with you, we were given a certificate of compliance by the Ministry of Health and our mother ministry, Ministry of Education. So our prayer is that all that we have prepared goes on well. Now that the P7 has settled in, we wish to fruitfully engage the rest of the learners from primary 1 to primary 6. We have initiated an affordable virtual learning solution with a view of supporting our pupils in those classes that are still in the lockdown so that they can be prepared for promotion in the next classes. Ladies and gentlemen, these are requirements that your child will need to participate in this program. The first one is that your child will need to have a smartphone, either a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop or a desktop, and finally, an active account on our platform. Ladies and gentlemen, the copy of my speech is going to be uploaded on our website and other platforms, then you can all access it. But I was trying to share with you what are the requirements for your child to participate in our online lessons. I said you can have either a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop or a desktop. And finally, an active account on the e-learning platform. Now, it will require you, ladies and gentlemen, to pay 200,000 shillings for you to have an active account. And this will run for the whole term. Our term will begin on 2nd November 2020 and will end on 19th December 2020. Payments should be made directly to our school account using your child's payment code. Special features in this online program that we are sharing with you are as follows. The program has a digital library for self-study, meaning your child can revise at their pace. 2, we can do online exams. Our program will allow children to have online assessments. 3, we have live class sessions. Our teachers will be going to class and teach while your children are accessing directly, interacting directly with them. It also has a provision of offline capacity, as lessons and study materials can be accessed anytime. Thus, a child can learn and complete lessons at their pace. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever we shall be teaching, whether from P1, P2, P3, up to primary 7, we shall have an archive where your child can access those lessons at their convenience. So even if a lesson was conducted in the morning and your child missed it, they can still access those lessons later on. We also have real-time data on progress of each student, learner as tests. Exams are administered and scored instantly. We shall be putting some examinations, some tests, some quizzes on this platform. And as soon as the child finishes doing that test, it takes just a number of seconds for your child to be given their score. What have they scored in that test? Parents with children do not study from Kingsway. Parents but have a child studying from elsewhere. Your child can access this program and that we highlighted. Ladies and gentlemen, virtual learning has been a success story in a number of schools. I have a number of schools that I've interacted with running this program, and they have succeeded. They have registered success because of the support they get from their parents. I believe, and we believe, that with your continued support, all will go well as planned. I thank you once again for entrusting us with academic needs of your children. We pledge, we promise you to keep developing new innovations with a view of meeting your expectations and serving you better. Keep taking good care of yourself and keep praying the storm of COVID, the storm that COVID has brought around can settle. Please stay safe. Education for development, for God and my country. Allow us, ladies and gentlemen, to allow the ICT technical team to take us through how the system works. Thank you.
Before you leave,
ICT.
come again concerning children who are not in Kingsway. I didn't get it well at first. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We are saying, if you're our parent and you have a child that doesn't our own, so if they pay the 200,000, they'll have an active account, therefore they can access all our lessons like other children will be accessing them.
Okay, thank you.
Just one more question.
Welcome.
One more question, please.
Yes, we are listening.
Okay. You said children who are outside Kingsway can access that. And what code are they going to use for paying? Because the children who are there already have code.
Okay, thank you. Our system has a provision where we can create that payment code for such a child. So there are no worries. As long as you want to enroll, just contact us. We shall create a payment code for your child. So this is a virtual school that if you have a child, we shall create a payment code for them, and then they can access these lessons like other children are doing.
Thanks.
Good morning, our dear parents. I hope I'm audio enough. My name is.
I can hear you.
Okay, please. That's good. My name is Ero Rishava. I'm the head of ICT department in Kingsway Primary School, and I take this opportunity to take you through how this system operates. It will be as brief as it could be. I hope that we follow step by step. For the questions, I think I was looking at the agenda. I think we can first finish this presentation, then after we'll ask questions like in that question and answer session. So let us first pay some little attention and we'll go through how this system works. Basically, this system is an online system. It's a web-based system, meaning you can access it on your computer, on your phones, on your tablets, provided you are having internet. So that's why they call it a web-based system. So it relies on internet. So you must have an active internet for you to be able to access this system. As they were talking about, as our HM was explaining, he tried to give us some highlight of what is needed, the basic requirements. I have shared my screen. I don't know whether you can be able to see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, so some of the requirements, one, we need the scholastic materials because these children obviously will be writing notes, will be taking notes, will be writing the assignments and homeworks in their books. So we expect you to be having those, maybe some books, some pens, something like that. You need a laptop or a desktop computer or a tablet or a smartphone, any of the two, or any of those that you have. Probably if you would have a headphone, it's okay. But still, if you don't have a headphone, you can join with the device audio, that you can be able to, the child can be able to listen from the side of the teachers. And another one, we need a stable internet connection, obviously, because if the internet is not all that stable, you find that the system is on and off. Then basically that is the interface of the system. That's how it looks like. How to access the e-learning system. That is how you are able to access if you want to access it. One, you open Chrome on your computer or tablet or smartphone, or you can use any browser. Let it be Firefox or what, but any browser. But in this case, Google Chrome is the most common one. You open it on your computer, the tablet or smartphone. Then you type the word www.kingswayschools.com. Then after, it will load our website, which you are seeing there. Although I'm seeing someone writing there, trying to scribble something there, but it's okay. But what you're seeing down in that picture is our website. And you can see where the word kingswayschools.com is typed. Then after the website comes, there is academics. There is a tab for academics. So after clicking academics, it will bring e-learning. So you can see down where there is e-learning, where the hand is. You click on that e-learning, and after clicking on e-learning, automatically it will take you to this. You will be able to see something like that, where you'll be expected to enter your username and the password. So each student must have a username. That's why someone was talking about, the head teacher was talking about the active accounts. One, the active account will be created when after the payment, but after you'll be sent or you'll be given a username and a password of which you'll use to log in. Note, this is an important note. For those who were trying to register the other time, because we sent a link out there, which was meant for capturing those people who are waiting to join this platform, this e-learning platform. So when they registered, we managed to capture your details, and these details have been entered in this system. And it is from these details that have been entered in the system that the student's username and passwords have been generated. So the important note here is the username of the student is the payment code of that child, where the system asks for the username. The username is the payment code of that child. Then the password is the parent's contact, the number that you registered with us is the password, but without the first zero. For example, if the number is 077882387, you drop the zero, then you remain with 77882387. So that is the password. You enter the username, which is the payment code, I repeat. Then you use the password, which is 77882387 without a zero. So that will be your contact, the parent's contact, not this one, which I've put here as an example, your contact. So after doing that, after entering the username and the password, obviously you click login. Once you click login, you'll be entered into the system. I will do it very quickly here on my system. Share my screen. So what you're seeing there is that system that I'm talking about. It is asking for the username, it is asking for the password. So for very first, I'll put my username. Then I'll put my password. In this case, for you, you'll be having your username and your password. It will be shared later. Then I click login. After logging in, sorry. After logging in, this is what we will have. I don't know whether you're seeing my screen again. After logging in, this is what I'll have on the system. It will have the option of live virtual class. You'll have sessions, you have assignments, you have an online exam, and e-reader library. These are, the head teacher talked about the advantages of this system, that we'll be able to have one-on-one interaction with the child. That is when we are in live class mode. We are going to create sessions or timetables where we'll be knowing that at this time, this child is supposed to be in class. So the child will come and click on live virtual class because the teacher will have created that live class. He will be there waiting for the teacher to come in. So the child will come and hit on live class. 2, sessions. If at all this child has not been able to make it live in the class at that very particular moment, at one point, he might come later when the class has already been finished. The teacher decides, as he's teaching, the other ones who were live, the videos will be uploaded or will be saved on the student's account. So that when this child comes in at that time, he will be able to go to the session, find there those videos, lessons that the teacher uploaded, work. Like for example, when you look at the sessions right now, you find that there is a new session available. It means the teacher has created a session which a child can be able to see. So when for example, when I click on new sessions available, you'll find that there is a session, a teacher created a session, which this session is maybe, for example, it is comparison of adjectives. So the child click on that session and you can see that you'll find there the notes. The teacher has taught, he has gone, but you'll find that the notes the teacher taught are already there. So the child can do a self-study. He can read those notes, he can copy the notes. So it is not necessary that this child must be live at that particular time. Though we would like that the child is live there and then. But if at all circumstances don't allow the child to be live immediately, he can come in later, or if he didn't grasp something at that particular time, he can always log in at his free time that he can go through the system. So you'll find that the notes you can read. He can read for himself. Then when you go back to the student's dashboard, you come and, for example, let us go back to our session. When you scroll down, you'll find there exercises. This child can be able to do the exercise. After reading the notes, he can be able to do the exercises that are there. You'll find that there is maybe exercise 2. So the child can be able to answer the questions. Their questions, it is dash of the topic. So he looks at from what he's been studying, he looks at the questions and maybe gets the answers. Maybe if the answer was that, he answers. Maybe if it was, if the answer is that, then he submits. After submitting, the system will mark him immediately. It will mark him and it will tell him that you have got 2 out of 2. And if you've not passed, the answer automatically will be wrong and the correct answer will be given. So the child will be able to understand which one was wrong or which one was right. The same applies to the exam. When it comes to the exam, there will be an exam which will be uploaded on the system so that when we go to online exams, you come and click online exams, the exam will be uploaded, but right now the exam is not there, but it will be done in the same way. E-reader library, it means we will have an e-library. Teachers will be preparing some work and put it in the library. So when this child comes, he can be able to go through the e-library and read himself.
No, I should enter it. I want it to get dry.
Then for the assignments, still the teachers will be uploading assignments of which the child can click on assignments and find them there.
Maybe the host can mute. The host can mute all of us.
Okay, I think now we can proceed. Then the most unique thing is about the live class. So you can see that there is no live class right now. So when the teacher has logged in and has created a live class, for example, let me try to put a teacher into. So there is a live class going on. Then the child will come and click on live. And child will come and click on live class. Then he will be redirected into a live class session where the teacher, you can see it will ask you how do you want to join the audio. That's why we are saying, if you had the microphone, you say the headset, rather the headphones, they click on listen only so that you can be able to listen from the teacher who is online. And the teacher at that particular time, he can share notes, or he can be on the whiteboard, on the blackboard writing notes, so that the child can be able to see what the teacher is teaching. And at one point, the child can raise his hand when he has not understood. The teacher can be able to answer the question the child is putting across. Here, when the teacher posts something in the, maybe for example, there are notes, when the child comes here and clicks on the shared notes, he can be able to find there the notes the teacher has shared. You can see, teacher is typing something, then the child can be able to see it like this is a test lesson. So the teacher can type their notes there as he's rubbing. For example, if you are on the blackboard, puts there the notes, the child copies the notes, and he can rub, like we've seen. So when the teacher rubs, you find that the notes there will go. So basically, that's how the system works. If there is any question, it is as simple as that. It is not all that hard. And on the side of the parent can also log in and monitor. We know parents, you do work, you will not always be at home. So you can be at your workplace and you monitor whether this child is live, because you'll be having the timetables of what is going on in the session. So when the child is not online, you'd be able to know that my child has not attended. So down here, that's where the child will be getting the reports of how he's been performing. He can convert text to speech. That's why children are able to learn what maybe some words, especially these lower class children, P1, P3, types their word and the system translates the word immediately. It reads the word and it speaks it out so that the child can understand how these words are spoken. I think basically that's my small presentation. In case there is any question, we'll get to know about it. And the detailed procedures of how this system works will be shared immediately after this meeting is done. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
You say that a parent can monitor from work,
yes,
if the child is online or no.
Yes.
Can you talk that one? Can you show us again, please, that point?
So let me go back to created parent.
In which icon here?
The icon, let me share back the screen.
Yes.
You have to log in as a parent, not the child. You have to log in as a parent.
With the password that is given without 0, the phone number without 0?
Yes, please. No, the parent has his own account. The other one, the number without a 0 is the password for the child. But for the parent, I think I didn't note it down, but the username of the parent, I didn't note it here, but the username of the parent is the other, is the first, for example, the email. The email.
Okay.
Remember, for example, if it is kingsway@gmail.com. So before @kingsway is the username. So if your email is john@gmail.com or james@gmail.com, the username will be James. So you use the James as the username, and the phone number without a 0 is the password for the parent. Then for the child, the username is the payment code, and the password is the phone number without a 0. So let me share quickly how the parent logs in. The parent will come and log in. And the
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Yes.
Now you can see my screen.
Yes.
So now when the parent has logged in, he can be able to monitor here where you're seeing attendance. He can be able
Okay.
to see how his child attended. So you'll find that there is a date on 21st, someone attended, on 7th, someone attended, on some date he didn't attend. So if you know that there is a session that is going on and that there is somewhere he has missed, you'll know that here he has not attended. And the grade summary, how his child has been performing, you'll be seeing what the child has been getting. In this lesson or in this exam, he didn't perform well. In this one, he didn't perform like this, something like that. So any other question, I think I can be welcome.
Yeah, okay. Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Olshaba, for your presentation.
Yes, please.
I have some few concerns. One is about the password. I'm not really happy that we are using the phone number as the password, because I mean somebody can get my phone number and simply log in without paying. So maybe you should make it in such a way that the phone number is used as a one-time login, then after a parent has the freedom to change the password to his own choice. That's number one. The second query is about the system itself. I would be really more happy if you brought one of the teachers and the teacher demonstrated the live teaching via this system. So me as a parent, I would be really more satisfied if I would really see how the system would work. But so far, you've just explained, but I don't really see how this is going to work. So since we are all here, let us have one teacher and we have live teaching, and then we see how this will work. Thank you so much.
Yes, I have just one question.
Hello? Yes, please.
Yes, mine is like this, about also the password. Like the time we are filling the form, some of us use more than one phone number.
Yes, please.
So how is that one going to work? Are you going to specify which one you're going to use?
Yes, true.
And also secondly, yeah, this system, we still don't know how it operates, and we are going to start. Is there someone going to be on standby to support in case there's failure somewhere in logging in when the class started?
Okay, noted.
Thank you.
I also have a question about the password.
Yes, please.
Yeah, the number I was using, the one I registered with, I'm not with it now because they have closed it. I registered with Visa and then my Visa in and they closed it. Now I'm using another number. How will I get the password?
Okay, noted.
That's my question.
Okay, noted.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we
Thank you.
hear you.
All right, thank you. So I think based on some of the concerns some of my colleagues, the parents have raised, my question would be regarding the technology itself. If we don't have the chance now to have some of the demonstrations as has been asked by one of the parents, would that be an option that before we actually start the actual sessions, that we have some time just to take us through some of this demonstration, like the live session in classroom? Would that be an option before the actual classroom begins? Over to you. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Okay, I think I can go through some of the questions that have been raised. Yeah, for the password changing, yes, it's okay. This is a one-time password. You can change it later, because after accessing the account for the first time, you are free to do anything you want. You can change the names, you can change the passwords, you can change your usernames, but these ones were just created in bulk for the first time. Because remember, we had a lot of that, so we created something we can call generic passwords, which can be later changed. So there is no problem with changing the password. Once you log in, you can change your password. Another one asked for the telephone number that is no longer in use. Yes, it is okay, provided that number is the one that you provided with us. It is the one that we used to create that password. You reuse it for the first time, you log in, then after logging in, you'd be able to change to your password that you want, the password of your choice. Then actual session, live teaching session, yes, we can arrange it right now. Let me contact the teacher. It goes on the Blackboard, he logs in, and he can be able to showcase something right here within the next 5 or 4 minutes. I think I can arrange the teacher to be there. Then another one asked about those ones who have not understood. Maybe there will be a live session or something like a training session. Yes, it will be there, because so far the parents that we have in the meeting right now are not all of them that will subscribe this system. They are the ones who are not in this meeting, and automatically they have to be explained. So we'll have a standby, a helpline will be there. The ICT department will be active. The trainings will be done to teachers, they will be there. So they will be able to actually be patient and try to guide parents in case of something. You call in, you are asked, you go through step by step. So this one was just something like an insight of how the system works, what is in the pipeline. But obviously at that particular point when it comes, we'll be having those people calling in where you fail, you call in, then we try to guide you. So I don't think there is any problem about guiding. We'll be there on standby to guide you. I think I've tried to exhaust those ones. So let me to try to organize a teacher, then it goes online so that you can see how the teacher is teaching in just 2 minutes.
Could the head teacher take over and we possibly ask some other questions as the teacher comes in?
Hello. Hello. Yeah, allow me to respond to a few questions here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
We hear you.
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yeah. Thank you. Accessing a soft copy of the notes, shall be uploading them. Of course, like someone said, it's a library. The work can access it as and when they need it. A standby person to help has been answered. A live classroom session, we are going to organize that. I see we talked about as well. Those who have issues that seem to be more personal, we just request that you approach us either through our contacts. You can give us a call and then we'll attend to you as an individual. I think I've answered most of these questions. Picking and dropping work. Picking and dropping of work is not very possible because we are quite a big number and we shall actually end up violating the Ministry of Health guidelines. So the reason actually why we initiated this program is that it will not, of course, allow that frequent access into the school premises. Those copies of work that you are talking about, the hard copies, could be sources of infection. So as for now, we might have worries saying that we print work and then we put it at the either at the gate or whatever for parents to, it might not be possible for parents of infection because these are hard copies which will be touched by very many people. I think I've exhausted what I have on my list of questions, unless there is something else.
Yeah, head teacher, I think you could also look through the chat. There are some questions that are coming in through the chat, and some of them are technical and require your response. For instance, the timetable and the parent having 2 children. So how is this, 2 or more children, how this is going to work? Things like this. I think more technical questions are in the chat if you look through.
Okay. For the one child, we are going to generate a timetable, and you'll be able to see where your child can attend that lesson. But it is not possible that we can have very many lessons running at the same time. At least 2 classes for a single session. So we shall try to make a timetable as friendly as possible. Our children are not left out. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at our term, like I said, our term is beginning on 2nd November and running up December. And our charge has been is 200,000, implying that on average you are paying 100,000 per month. So for purposes of enabling us to facilitate the teachers who will be running this program and data, we would request that at least it is paid as a full amount. It makes us plan better. For the phone numbers, for the one who used different phone numbers, that will be addressed. ICT has taken note of that. We shall pick the one that you would actually want us to use. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to capture all these other concerns, and because we are on our WhatsApp group, on different WhatsApp groups, class WhatsApp groups, we are going to keep on sharing more information with you, so that by the time we get started, we are at the same page with you. Can we move to the next item on our agenda? Is it okay?
Edith, I have one burning question.
Yes.
I have one question, specifically concerning the online exam. What is the nature of this exam? Is it system graded? Is it going to be manually graded? How is it going to be?
Yeah, the exam is system graded because, like we said, after the child answering those questions, it takes less than 10 seconds to get the result. So, system graded, but we set the system ourselves.
Admin, you can help us and you mute that person. Admin.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone is asking about the amount of data used for one lesson. Are you getting me?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, our system uses for a single lesson. Someone will be able to.
Not clear, please.
For most networks.
Hello.
Hello.
You're not clear.
Are you getting us?
Yes, yes, teacher.
I was trying to say that our lessons run for averagely 1 hour, but we have the capacity to reduce them to 45 minutes and so on. So an average lesson for 1 hour takes about 100 MBs, which is about 1,000 shillings on most networks. We feel that is more friendly. Have we responded to all your concerns?
Yeah, head teacher, it was not clear. The parent came in and my response to the nature of the exam was not so clear to me because some parent wasn't.
And the examination is system. Yeah, the examination is system graded because you are able to get the in less than 10 seconds. But we are the ones determining that grading. So there are no worries on that.
And the nature, is it multiple choice or open choice? That is, how is it going to be? The nature of the exam. Usually they write.
Most of them will be multiple choice because with online, this other type of examination is tricky. We shall give them multiple choice.
Okay, thank you.
Have we responded to most of it? I beg that we move to the next item on the agenda, which is the closing remarks from management.
But it seems there is a demonstration lesson being prepared.
Yes. I don't know whether you can hear me.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay, please. I'm going to share my screen.
We can hear you.
Let me share my screen on the teacher on class. Let me share something here. Yeah. I don't know whether you can see that one.
Upside down.
Someone with the camera, I think he has put the thing upside down.
The teacher
Not
is
clear.
upside down.
Not clear in the picture.
Let me.
It's not clear, and the teacher is up. The picture is at the side.
You rotate it.
The teacher is horizontal. Please make her upright.
I think the person just rotated their screen.
Flower teacher,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't hear
We can
what
see her, but
teacher
we
is
can't hear what
teaching.
she's
I think
saying.
for us to be able to see the pictures clearly and also hear, we need to mute our videos because the bandwidth is very low and some of us are struggling.
The wordings are so tiny, you can hardly read them. They're very small.
Is anyone hearing the teacher, what she's saying, or
No,
it's only me that?
No, we are not hearing.
No, we are not hearing.
So demonstration.
Also, let her remove the face mask because she's alone.
Yeah. That's right.
We can't hear anything from the teacher.
You have identified two areas that the words on the blackboard can't be read, and the teacher herself can't be heard. So the demonstration itself is self-defeating.
Exactly.
Also, as we cannot hear the teacher.
We muted the video. We can't hear anything from the teacher.
Not hearing. Upside down. And she's
Walk away again, so on your child. When did you take on?
Hello. We can give ICT some time to organize that as we proceed the next item on our agenda.
Okay.
Dad, You're going to leave the video like that.
ICT.
Yes, please.
Yeah, the next item on our agenda.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Frank Wamura. And I am a director at Kingsway Schools. I'm glad that you have been able to attend our meeting, and
We can't hear anything.
oh, sorry, my video, my mic was muted. Sorry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for attending this meeting and for participating and for pointing out where we need to improve. We know that we are in it together to raise these children, you, the biological parents, and us who participate in nurturing them while at school. School has now a bit shifted to virtual, and when we are conducting these lessons or when we are having these sharings, we regard that we are actually at school. We welcome guidance from those of you who might be benefiting from different programs in other education institutions, which can help us improve our own programs. Some of the things you might find that we are running together with you, but we are prepared to make sure we bring you the best of what is available. And although we have some moral charge put, we know that the amount of effort required is enormous, but we are willing to go along with you. And if there are any questions specific to me, I welcome them. We are in it together, and I thank you very much for listening to us. HM, I'm through. Mr. Agure Chimera, you need to unmute your mic because we can't hear you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the submission and for sharing with us those further words. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to respond to just a few concerns that I've picked from the chat. Someone was asking whether learning will take place from Monday to Saturday. That is how our timetable is running, Monday to Saturday. If you have any challenges with that, you can share with us, but our timetable is running from Monday to Saturday. Because we know these children have missed quite a lot, we need ample time to cover most of the work that they hadn't covered in the previous term, then this term, then third term. About technology challenges, we could not tell whether the deficiencies will go to from our system or Zoom, but we are also going to look into it, and those that require rectifying, we shall correct them. Someone advised us to acquire speakers to facilitate the audibility of the teachers. We shall do that. Then the teacher you saw in the demonstration, the teacher was handling a lesson somewhere in our P7 block. That's why she was putting on a mask, because there was a lesson in progress. And the person who went there to cover her with the camera, I think, is the one who turned the picture upside down. But most of the work we have is in soft copy, and we shall ensure that at least our lessons come out clearly so that all children in attendance can view them very, very well. I want to thank you so much for attending this particular meeting, but above all, entrusting us with your children. We promise to continue supporting you. The timetables for this program are going to be posted on our different communication platforms, the WhatsApp groups for the different classes, our website, and our Facebook page. Then we shall arrange between now and the beginning of the term. We shall also do another demo so that we also help other parents who are not in attendance to know how our system is going to work. I want to wish you a blessed week ahead. Please stay safe and keep our children as well as safe as well. Thank you.
Is there any word from ICT before maybe we plug them off?
Eddie teacher, I have one concern before I go. I suggest that before the term begins that maybe the children could be oriented to this system, just like parents you've done for parents. What they're supposed to do. You can see that if each and every parent turns on the video, maybe the class, the video, the camera pointing to the blackboard will not be clear. So such kind of things, children need to know, or we as parents need to know before this teaching can take place. So maybe in the next demo, I suggest that also children can come in, maybe for one day. They are taught how these things work, so that later, because most parents are not at home, so you might find the children is at home and is going to take the entire lesson. The teacher will be fighting with children. Switch off the video, switch on this, do this, do this. So I think a demo also involving children is necessary so that they know before the actual classes start. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear parents, Mr. Kasumba, for your concern. We're going to do that. We're going to arrange as early as next week. We shall take our children through the whole system and how it works. And then someone also asked about the timetables. We shall release those timetables much earlier so that the parents and children can access them before time and make the necessary arrangements. I thank you once again for attending this meeting.
Mr. Headmaster, yes, before you close, just thank you. A quick one. You've said in your statement that most of the work is going to be a soft copy. That means I can get online and then upload or download a video and then watch. My question is, I thought these classes are supposed to be interactive. If my child is learning and the teacher is teaching, my child is able to turn on his microphone where he has not understood and asks the teacher, and the teacher will respond, and my child is able to grasp something. Yes. And I think that's why Mr. Kasumba is also calling for a demo and an orientation of all the kids, so that they are able, where they are not understanding, they can ask the teacher who's presenting, and then the teacher can also, so that it becomes a teacher child centered learning. I think that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we've done those demonstrations. We promise to extend them to you. Our sessions are going to be as interactive as our children will enjoy. But we also request you to keep on where we find any deficiencies, kind of advise us so that we keep on improving, so that we can serve you better. If there are no other concerns, allow us to wish you the best of this